Chris in Cincinnati, Ohio, I understand you got kicked out of a Trump rally?
Yeah, yesterday my wife and I, we're Bernie supporters all the way, and we decided they canceled the Trump rally that was going to be downtown Cincinnati because in about 10 or 15 minutes there were hundreds of goings when the protest was announced. So they shut that down really fast. So then they moved it out to Westchester, which is a upper class, a more upscale white suburb north in Butler County in John Boehner's district. And so my wife asked if we wanted to go see Bernie in Columbus, but that was never going to happen. We were never going to get in. We live in Cincinnati. So we decided to go to the Trump rally and decided we were going to protest. But then when we decided we were going to get in, we decided we were going to go and do what we could to get in and disrupt the thing. And I listened to him for 5 minutes tell about how he built a housing project in a neighborhood in Cincinnati that is absolutely deplorable, and how he took the money from the government, and him and his dad made a bunch of money out of it. And he loved Cincinnati for that, and it made me sick, and that was as long as I could listen to it. So we pulled off our sweatshirts, and my wife stood up and ripped up a Trump sign and said, I'm sorry, I'm getting flustered on what she said. It was very complicated, but I just walked to the front and looked him right in the face and told him, "You are what fascism looks like." And I shouted that all the way up to the front and all the way out, and I was treated extraordinarily well by the Secret Service guy. In fact, he moved aside so that I could stand right next to him and yell at Donald Trump. He didn't touch me. Yeah, he didn't touch me. And when I felt somebody grab me because I did not want anything bad to happen. I didn't want anything to go sideways and us be blamed. As soon as somebody grabbed me, I just let go and turned around and was pulled around. And the look on the people's faces as I was being dragged out of it. Not dragged out. The police were awesome. They were so great. Westchester police, huge shout out. They were really, really cool. And the guy even leaned in and thanked us. I'm not sure if he was thanking us for doing it or thanking us for being cool about walking out nicely. But the people were so happy that I had done it and so angry that I don't want to say it, but they really wanted to hit me. But I just felt that I was the wrong color for them to be beating on. And Donald Trump decided that he was going to make fun of us by calling us blonde. Blonde?
Well, in other words, oh my God, now white people are protesting me?
Yeah, exactly. But they're blonde. He said, well, they're blonde. I'm pretty sure both of his first two wives and his daughter are blonde. But, that was the best thing he had for a white dude that was protesting him.
Yeah.
Not we're bad people, because I'm a pipe fitter. I'm at lunch right now. I'm at lunch right now calling your show. I'm not a professional disruptor there's an article right now in Fortune magazine. The gentleman who wrote it is a friend of my wife's. And he interviewed her last night and myself last night. And it's in Fortune.com. Professional disruptors in quotation marks.
Right.
Yeah. Look, all I've done is sent $20 to Bernie Sanders' campaign. I've never been contacted by them except for just earlier to make sure that I was voting tomorrow.
Right.
I'm not a professional disruptor. I am a pipe fitter, and I couldn't stand for it. And that's why I did it.
You said you got looks from people, who were positive and smiling, and you got looks from people that were hateful. Who were those?
It wasn't it was the same exact look. They were happy that I had done it, and at the same time, they were so mad that they didn't get to. I could see the anger in their face, but they were the excitement that I had done this. Everybody there was waiting for this. They were so excited. I sat 4.5 hours with all these people, and I'm telling you, the worst part of it was just having to listen to them talk to each other. It is scary.
Wow.
It is scary, Tom.
So it's like worldwide wrestling. I mean, I keep telling people Donald Trump has been inducted into the Lifetime Hall of Fame at Worldwide Wrestling. He used to own a WWF franchise. You can see pictures of him, putting cream foam pie or whatever on some referee's face in a boxing ring. I mean, this is what he used to do. And so Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I understanding that what you're saying is that the people were really glad that finally somebody disrupted the event because they were anticipating that, they were hoping for that, and then they were kind of bummed out that after you disrupted the event, it didn't turn into a fight?
Clearly, yes, absolutely. And so there was one other, and we felt bad about this. And this is, I try to tell people about my white privilege all the time. And I'm nobody. I am a lower middle class white guy that works every single day. But there was a black gentleman who was in the front on the other side of the place. Now, when we got kicked out, and my wife and I didn't think about this once. One of the tweets that got the most likes yesterday was my official count of one African American at the rally. I was wrong. There was two. I didn't see the guy up front. When we got kicked out, the people around him stood up and started chanting and yelling at him, "What about him? What about him?"
Really?
And I had no idea that I would have been putting anybody else like that in danger. I felt so
and he
bad
wasn't there as a protester. He was just there.
He was just
a black guy who was there.
He was just a black dude that was there.
He might have been a Carson supporter.
He may have been. He absolutely, well, find out.
He might have been a Trump supporter, for that matter. I mean, I shouldn't assume racial preference as a consequence of race. Amazing. Chris, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for doing everything you do, Tom.
My pleasure. Good talking with you, and thanks for listening to SiriusXM. We'll be back.